Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cash Challenges with Connie. And this morning we are working on our must save Mondays and our Christmas binder. And if you're wondering, this doesn't look like the old one. My old one was this one, and it just was looking so beat up. So I had one that I use this for a different reason, but now this is going to be for my must saves. I really like the marble look, and so that's kind of what. And I ordered these all when I first started, and so anyway, I'm gonna reuse this. That's kind of what we do. Is one of the big money saving um tricks is to shop at your house, and that is exactly what I am doing. So but first of all, I want to talk to you about subs- please subscribe and like. I am headed towards, I'm really striving towards 600. In fact, I really want to hit 555 so that I can give you guys all my a freebie that I'm making. Like the I can't drive 55. Well, that's not exactly how the song goes, but so I'm going to do a 555 when I hit 555 subscribers. I'm going to give you a freebie in my coffee shop. So anyway, hopefully we're getting there. So hopefully we'll get there soon. All right. So what I am doing with this binder, let's put the Christmas binder up here. And what I am doing with this binder is I allocate about, let's see, $35 for all my must-save envelopes. This birthday envelope was always kind of giving me some trouble. So what I have done is I have decided to scratch it ahead of time and then put the money in so that I can just insert it and have it all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one from the, here we go, for next week, and so we can get the money ready. But this week was $8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this challenge is by Glory's Budgets. And let's see how much we have that saved already. Okay, oops. Cupcakes are flying all over the place. Okay, so far in Cupcake Mania, which is going towards birthdays, I have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and $33 going into Cupcake Mania. And usually what I do with my kids' birthday is I always give them $1 for each year of age, and then maybe a little small gift along with that. Okay, so we're going to scratch this. Let's get it on. We're going to scratch this. And next time we have to save $9 into birthdays. All right, let's get our little vacuum. Pretty hard to vacuum that little thing. Look at those cupcakes. Aren't they just absolutely adorable? I just love this challenge. Like I said, this challenge is by Glory's Budget. And I'm going to take and I'm going to paper clip this to here so that I know that next time I have to pay $9. Okay, now let's get into the rest of it. I am going to Usually what I do is these are my envelopes that I must save for. In order for me to feel comfortable in life, and these are the categories that I truly, truly care about. Some are necessities, some are fun, but this is what makes my life complete. Well, it's part of it. But anyway, it's kind of like when you're in an overwhelming situation. For example, my kitchen is completely tore up. The flooring needed to be replaced, and my bottom cupboards needed to be replaced. My top cupboards are fine, and they look really nice, but the bottom cupboards were just taking a toll. And so we decided to tear everything out and try and get this project all done by hopefully Halloween. But in the meantime, it's pretty overwhelming. And I've had a pretty overwhelming, what do I want to say, the last couple months. And I think the only way that I've finally figured out, because when I get overwhelmed, I just seem like I want to shut down and just be depressed. So I think that with, number one, I'm going to try and be proactive from now on, and, work on prevention so that I don't get myself in this situation. I still have boxes I got to go through from my parents' house. That can't be helped. That had to be done. We needed to get the home up for market. So I give myself some grace on that. But, and then adding the kitchen along with it just seemed like it's way overwhelming. So I'm going to start taking some baby steps. And they say, what do they say? You can eat an elephant one bite at a time. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing with my kitchen. So with that being said, this is what I try and do to save money so that when the time comes, I have the money I need and I feel comfortable about it. Okay, so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and $35. And the first one is Connie's, and that will be getting $5. And so far in Connie's, I have $5, $10, and $15. And Connie's kind of goes for whatever I'm needing, whatever I want. It's just my envelope to say, this is my money. I'm going to spend it on what I want. Not for a bill, not for emergency savings, just me. Okay, the next one is propane. And that is our big heating source. I'm going to add 5 in here. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30 into propane. That always adds up. Okay, the debt. And I should say about propane, we contract with our local propane person, and we buy so many gallons at a certain price. This is for the last fill in the spring if we run out, or this will be for the for next year when I contract again. If I don't need it in the spring, then I will do it in the fall, get it in the fall so that I'm prepared for the following year. So the next one is debt, and this is going towards my credit card. And put a $5 in here. And so far we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 36. Not sure where that dollar came from, but we are going to keep it in there. Okay, the next one is stupid taxes. And this is for, not for my property taxes. This goes towards my vehicle taxes. And I think since my last name starts with an L, I think our month is June. It's either the end of June or the beginning of June. Anyway, this is what I'm saving for, is those vehicle taxes. Okay, so far in here, I have 55, 60, 65. $65 into stupid taxes. And these envelopes are made by Lily's Budgets. You go and you pick out the color of the flowers and the color of the name, the category that you want printed on here. I just love them. They're easy. They're really well built. Okay, so month ahead is going to be getting a $5 bill. And this is kind of towards month ahead and emergency is kind of goes together right now. So in here I have 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, and $65. That's getting there. The next category is Love Day, and Love Day is getting $1, $2, and $3. What this is for is Tim and I always do a anniversary trip in November, and this is what that is for. Whether it's, you know, gas or snacks or eating out or a motel room, that is what this is for, that I'm saving for. And so far I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, and $39. Yay! November will be here before you know it. Okay, Valentine's Day is getting $2. And 1, 2, let's see, we have 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, and $34 for Valentine's Day. That's adding up pretty nicely. Okay, and I did add this one since last time. I decided to add Christmas in here again because I need to have several different areas where I'm saving for Christmas. And so I save for Christmas in this binder. I also have, when I do Freebie Fridays, I also have a Christmas category in there that I shoot for a challenge, and that goes into my Christmas binder. So this will eventually go into this binder. All right, and so far in Christmas here, I have $10. 1, 2, 5, 10. Okay, the next thing we're going to start to save for and try and shoot a little bit more than we normally do is my Christmas binder. And this Christmas binder is one that I made, was with one of the first things first binder I ever made and filmed with. So I remember I was so unprepared. My mom had just passed away, and I really wasn't geared up for Christmas or whatever you want to say. And so I made this binder, and it says Become the Change, and this says Thankful. And so I need to be prepared for Christmas. And what I normally do for my Christmas binder, I have a 100 envelope challenge that I put $5 in each one of the 100 challenge. And so far I am to number 46. And with that, the 2 in my must save binder, I have probably 48. So if I do 5 in each one of these, it'll be $100 or $500. And then also, if I reach that, then I will hit the next step and keep stuffing. Okay, so I've decided to do challenges. And the first challenge, let's see how much money we have in this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Only $16, but hopefully that'll go a ways. So what we are going to do is we are going to pull out. This challenge is by Budget with Mama Bear. It was her Christmas challenge last year. And we are going to be putting in $3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And all of these challenges, I just started. Just got this together the other day, and we are headed. Okay, so we're going to scratch off this one. This was a thank you from Ellie on Earth that I ordered. And we are going to scratch this one up here. And that is a $2. We're going to put 1 and 2 in here. Okay, I kind of figured I'd have trouble with this. All right, there we go. That goes right here. And my $2 are going to go down here. Okay, the next challenge is by my girl Budgeting, and we are going to roll a 4-sided dice as soon as I can find it. Okay, and it is a 2. So we are going to be putting in, what did I do with my pen? There we go. We're going to putting $2 in here to start that off. We got 1 and 2. So that will go into here, if I can get it in there. Probably need to get more of some different, but I really like this idea. It's a 4, it's like one of those envelopes that you can have 4 different things going on. So we're going to stick our $2 in here, if we can. Okay, so that is going back in here. So we have $2 saved with that. Okay, the next one is by Lisa Grateful Me. Yep, and we are going to be coloring in, let's see, let's do, oh, that's orange. We want red. Let's do a 2 today. Maybe we'll try and get through most of these challenges. $2 going in. 1 and 2. Okay, the next challenge is by Mischiefs of Budgeting. Misfits of Budgeting. I got this last year. It's a 60+ savings, so I don't know what that means, but I guess we are going to find out. Okay, this is what we're going to find out. It's a 2 times. So the next one I roll or scratch off it'll be 2 times. 2 times 10. Oh my goodness. So that would be $20, friends. And we are going to need to do an IOU for that one. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so I'm going to need to do an IOU for, where's my IOUs? I guess we'll just do it this way. Okay, so I said 2 times 10 is 20. So we are going to do, okay, so I'm going to owe, okay, it was 20 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Minus 7, and then so I'm going to owe $13. All right. So this challenge, I'm going to owe $13. This one's going to be a fun and spicy one. Okay, so, and that is all that I have today. You guys have a great and wonderful Monday. Hopefully your week will go well. I am planning on working on the kitchen today and trying to figure out what we're going to have for supper. That is the next thing I'm going to work on, is trying to get a little bit better handle on what we're going to have for supper the next day. So then the next day I don't wake up and it's, 5 o'clock and I'm going, oh, what's for supper? So that is what I'm going to be doing. So you guys have a great day. We have wonderful challenges in here to complete, and we will be popping this binder in a lot more in the near future, because Christmas is coming. So you guys have a great day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.